Do you know what the most expensive thing in life is? It's not a Ferrari. It's not a house. It's not even your education. The most expensive thing is your comfort zone. And let me tell you why. When we are children, we dream big. I will be a doctor. I will be an engineer. I will be an astronaut. Every kid has no fear of dreaming. But the moment we grow older, something strange happens. We start to shrink our dreams to fit our comfort. We say, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I should just stay safe. At least I have a job. At least I have food. And this is where life starts playing tricks on us. Comfort feels good today, but it has a hidden cost that most people never calculate. It is like eating fast food every day. On day 1, nothing happens. On day 2, you're still fine. 1 month later, still no big problem. But 10 years later, heart attack. The comfort today becomes pain tomorrow. Now think about people we admire. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Oprah, Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you think they live comfortable lives? No. They put themselves in pain, in risk, in discomfort every single day. Ronaldo wakes up at 5 a.m. when he could easily stay in bed. Elon Musk risks sleeping on the floor of his office when he had no money. Comfort never made them who they are. But let's flip it. Let's talk about people who disappeared because of comfort. Remember Blockbuster? They laughed at Netflix? They said people will always come to our stores. Comfortable. And now they don't even exist. Remember Nokia? #1 in the world. They said, who needs smartphones? Our phones are strong enough to kill a cockroach. Comfortable. And then gone. You see, comfort is a very dangerous friend. It whispers to you, stay here. Don't move. Don't try. Don't risk. And because of that, most people never even see what they are capable of. And I'll tell you a funny thing. Many people say, but I want stability. I want to play safe. My friends, there is no stability in this world. The world changes every single day. Technology changes, markets change, people change, even your own body changes. Playing safe is actually the riskiest thing you can do. So next time you say I just want to be comfortable, remember this comfort is not free. Comfort is a loan and the interest is regret. People always say to me, but what if I fail? What if I take the risk and lose everything? And I always laugh because they are already losing slowly. Let me give you an example. Imagine you are in a boat. The boat is leaking but very slowly. You tell yourself it's okay. I don't need to swim. I don't need to fix it. I'm still floating, but every second the water keeps coming in. One day you will sink. That's what comfort does. It doesn't kill you in one big explosion. It kills you by making you relax while your future is sinking. Failure is not the problem. Failure makes you grow. Comfort is the problem. Comfort makes you small. Look at Thomas Edison. How many times did he fail before inventing the light bulb? More than 1,000. Can you imagine if he had said, I think I'll just stay comfortable, use candles and sleep early? Today we'd all be sitting in the dark. But that's the difference. Great people fail again and again, but they never choose comfort. Average people don't fail much, because they don't try much. They stay in the same job for 20 years, complain about the boss, complain about life, but never try something new. Why? Comfort. I'll tell you something funny. When I was young, I used to think if I can just get a good job, my life is set. That's what society tells us, right? Go to school, get good grades, get a job, stay safe. And then one day you realize that job is not safety. That job can disappear tomorrow. That company can fire you. The economy can crash. AI can replace you. Safety is an illusion. Do you know who understood this very well? Jeff Bezos. He had a high-paying, comfortable job on Wall Street. He could have stayed there forever. Nice salary, nice apartment, safe life. But he asked himself one question. When I'm 80 years old, will I regret not trying to build Amazon? That's called the regret minimization framework. And because he chose discomfort, he built one of the biggest companies in the world. Now think about your own life. What are the things you are not doing because you want to stay comfortable? Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's learning a skill. Maybe it's talking to that person you admire. Maybe it's just waking up early. Every time you say, I'll do it later. Comfort wins. And comfort has a very high price, your dreams. So remember this. Failing is not the worst thing. Living a comfortable life with no growth, that is the real tragedy. Let me tell you a little secret. The comfort zone is very small, but the human brain is very creative at decorating it. People will tell you, I'm happy with my life. I don't need more. And then the same person spends every night scrolling on social media, watching other people's lives, and feeling secretly jealous. If they were truly comfortable, why are they so restless? Because deep down they know they were made for more. Let me give you an example. Have you ever seen a goldfish in a bowl? That fish can live its entire life in that tiny bowl, swimming in circles. Safe, no danger. But the same goldfish, if you put it in a pond, grows bigger. Why? Because it has space. Human beings are the same. Your growth depends on how big you allow your environment to be. Stay in the comfort bowl, and you'll always be small. History is full of people who refuse the bowl. Take Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. At age 65, when most people retire, he was broke. But instead of sitting comfortably and saying, my life is over, he went out, knocked on more than 1,000 doors to sell his fried chicken recipe. Rejected, laughed at, humiliated, but he kept going. And today, his face is on every KFC bucket. Imagine if he had chosen the comfortable path of retirement. And I'll give you another one. J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became the best-selling book series in history, she was a single mother struggling to pay rent. Do you know how many publishers rejected her? 12. She could have said, this is too painful. Let me just find a comfortable desk job. But instead, she pushed through the discomfort. And today, her imagination built an entire universe. But here's the funny thing. When we see these stories, we clap. We admire. We say, wow, amazing. But when it's our turn, we run away. We say, not me. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have talent. My friends, these are not excuses. These are decorations for your comfort zone. The truth is you don't need money to start changing. You don't need talent to start learning. You don't need connections to start building. What you need is the courage to be uncomfortable. That's it. Now ask yourself honestly, where in your life are you choosing comfort instead of growth? Are you staying in a job that pays your bills but kills your soul? Are you surrounding yourself with friends who keep you comfortable instead of challenging you? Are you wasting hours every day doing easy things instead of the things that could change your future? I always say comfort is cheap in the short term, but it's the most expensive bill you will ever pay in the long term. Do you know what the biggest trap of comfort is? It's not that it keeps you where you are. It's that it tricks you into believing you are making progress when you are not. Let me explain. Many people wake up, go to work, come back, eat, watch TV, sleep, repeat. 10 years pass. They think, I've been working hard. I've been busy. But being busy is not the same as moving forward. A rocking chair moves all day, but goes nowhere. That's comfort disguised as progress. Think about this. Why do most people hate Mondays? Because Monday is the reminder that they are stuck in a cycle they don't enjoy. If you loved what you do, Monday would be your favorite day. But comfort convinces you to survive until Friday, and then waste the weekend to forget about Monday again. That's not life. That's just waiting. Let me give you a funny story. Once someone asked Warren Buffett, what's the secret to success? He said, the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Now, why do I share this? Because saying no is uncomfortable. Saying no to parties, to distractions, to easy choices, it's hard. But that discomfort creates real focus. And that focus builds success. Another example, Michael Jordan. Everyone knows him as the greatest basketball player. But people forget he was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he said, okay, maybe basketball is not for me. Let me be comfortable. Sit at home. Play safe. Today, no one would even remember his name, but he chose the uncomfortable path, practicing more than anyone else. That's why he became a legend. Now, let's bring this back to you. The truth is, comfort is not just a habit. Comfort is an addiction. And like every addiction, it feels good in the beginning, but destroys you in the long run. The only way to break it is to build a new addiction. An addiction to growth, an addiction to learning, to improving, to challenging yourself every day. Ask yourself, do you want to spend your life being comfortable and forgotten or uncomfortable and remembered? Now let me tell you something people don't like to hear. Comfort is selfish. Why? Because when you choose to stay comfortable, you're not only limiting yourself, you're also limiting what you could give to others. Think about it. If Steve Jobs had chosen comfort, you wouldn't have the iPhone in your hand today. If Elon Musk had chosen comfort, we wouldn't be talking about reusable rockets or electric cars. If Malala had chosen comfort, millions of girls around the world might not have the courage to fight for education. When you choose discomfort, your courage becomes an example and your success becomes a service to others. But here's the funny part. People always think discomfort is dangerous. What if I lose money? What if I get embarrassed? What if people laugh at me? My friends, people already laugh at you. Whether you succeed or fail, someone will always laugh. The difference is if you succeed, they laugh with respect. Let me give you a very human example. Do you remember the first time you tried to ride a bicycle? It was painful, right? You fell, you scratched your knees, people laughed. But if you had chosen comfort, you'd still be walking today. Every new skill looks like this. Pain first, freedom later. And yet as adults we forget this simple truth. We think discomfort means we are failing when actually it means we are growing. Now let's look at companies again. Look at Netflix. Do you know they started by mailing DVDs to people's houses? That was their first business. But they saw the future. They took the risk and they changed everything. Meanwhile, their competitor Blockbuster said, "No, people will never stop coming to our stores." Comfort. And where are they today? But 6 months later, you feel strong, confident, alive. On the other hand, sitting comfortably on the couch feels good today, but 6 months later, you're out of breath walking up the stairs. Success works the same way. The truth is, we only get one life. And one day when you are 70, 80, 90 years old, you will look back and I promise you this, you will not regret the failures. You will not regret the times you looked stupid, the times you lost money, the times you tried and it didn't work out. But you will regret the comfort. You will regret the chances you never took, the things you never said, the dreams you never chased. Ask any old person what hurts them the most. It's not the mistakes, it's the regrets. So, I want you to think about your life right now. What is one thing you know you should do but you are not doing because it feels uncomfortable? Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's learning a skill. Maybe it's leaving a toxic job or relationship. Maybe it's simply waking up earlier. Whatever it is, that's where your growth is waiting. Don't let comfort steal your life. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It is your path. Because at the end of the day, comfort will cost you your dreams. But discomfort will give you your life. Thank you for listening and don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends.